Hello and welcome to another video brought to you today by keepsakecrafts.net and allfreejewelrymaking.com. Today I'm going to show you not only how to use dyes to color pearls to make your own custom colors, but also how to make those pearls into a pretty necklace. So when you're dyeing pearls, and these are just inexpensive plastic pearls that you see here, you can use Rit Dye. It actually works quite well. You can use the stuff that's already in a bottle. It's pre-mixed with water, so you don't have to worry about mixing it and getting all the particles dissolved. But you can also use powdered dyes. Here are some pearls that I dyed with petal pink, purple, and royal blue Rit dyes. And the way that you do that is you measure out a little bit into a glass container. The more pearls that you're going to dye, the larger the container you need. I was just doing a few, so I just used these small glass custard cups. Measure out a tablespoon, 2 or 3 tablespoons of the powdered dye into your cup, and then add some warm water. Not quite boiling is fine. And I use a little mini whisk that I have to mix it up. And I wasn't really worried about getting it 100% mixed thoroughly and getting all the particles out. So once you have your dye mixed in water, you'll want to add a bit of paper towel to the bottom of your bowl. What this will do is lift your pearls up off the bottom, because otherwise there will be a point that won't be contacting the dye and you'll have spots, empty spots. So I just ripped a small piece of paper toweling and tucked it into the bowl. And then I put my pearls in, and then I added more water until the pearls were completely submerged. Now if we take another look at the dyed pearls, you can see that, especially with the blue ones, it's apparent that the color was not mixed thoroughly. So some are darker and some are lighter. And I actually kind of like that. But if you want a more consistent look, you'll need to add some more water before you add in your toweling, and mix it in thoroughly first. Then add your bit of toweling and then add in your pearls. And believe it or not, they only need to sit in the dye bath for about 10 minutes. I actually did some that sat for 10 minutes, and then half an hour, and then an hour and a half. And there was no difference. The pearls are only going to absorb so much dye, and that's that. So 10 minutes is quite sufficient. And then you can just pour your pearls out into a metal sieve. If you use plastic, it's going to get stained, just so you know. Pour them out into a sieve, rinse them well, let them dry on some toweling, and there you have it. So to use your custom dyed pearls, I'm going for these blue ones. I really like the fact that I've got this variety of colors. And here I have just a section of a strand of pearls. I think there's about 20 here, maybe a little bit more. So you'll need some pearls. You'll need a pendant, just something that you happen to like. This one I thought went well and kind of caught my fancy. You'll need eye pins, jump rings. These are 5mm jump rings. A bit of chain. If you don't want to use the pearls to go all the way around the back of the necklace, I'm going to finish it with a bit of chain and a clasp. So the first step is to make your pearls into links. So you slide a pearl onto an eye pin. Let me move this out of the way. Grasp it right where the wire right where it comes out of the pearl with chain nose pliers, and bend at a 90-degree angle. Then use round nose pliers and shape that. And you'll only be able to go about this far. Reposition your round nose pliers and finish that loop. Use flush cut wire cutters to cut the wire right where it meets the first one. And then you can use chain nose and round nose pliers. I like to use the flat part to flatten that out and kind of straighten it out. Sometimes it's a little wonky when it first gets done. So you're just going to repeat that step with all of your pearls, or all of the ones that you want to use, and make a link out of each one. So here I've gone ahead and made links out of all of my dyed pearls, and here I have 20. You want to have an even number because your pendant is going to dangle from the center of 2. And while I was at it, I also put the pendant on an eye pin and finished the other end, and I also made a little charm dangle with one of the pearls and a head pin, a decorative head pin. So then your next step is to connect all of these, and you can use as many or as few as you like. I just kind of used all of them that I have, and then I will measure when I'm done and see how long I want my necklace to be, and I'll finish it up with the chain. And that actually makes for a more comfortable necklace, so that when it goes around the back of your neck. So then you open up a jump ring, slip on 2 links, and make sure that you close it up securely. Make sure that you look at that from a couple different directions so that you know that the ends of that jump ring are meeting and that your necklace isn't going to fall apart. So go ahead and connect all of your links with jump rings. So now I've connected all of my pearl links with jump rings. I also, once I had all of these pearls connected, I wrapped it around my neck and then determined how much longer that I wanted the necklace to be. And I wanted it to be about another 8 inches longer. So I cut 2 4-inch pieces of chain, and one end is connected to each of the end links of the pearls. The other end gets a jump ring, and then the final end gets a clasp attached with the jump ring. I attached my little dangle with a jump ring to my focal bead, and then finally attached the focal bead to the jump ring in between the 2 center pearls, and you can just kind of lay it out and see these are the center ones, and then you just attach it there. And that's it. It's just a matter of opening and closing a lot of jump rings, forming a lot of loops to make your beads, and you have a very nice necklace, custom colored to suit whatever you want. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Here's another look at our necklace. Please be sure to check out keepsakecrafts.net for more crafting, sewing, and jewelry ideas and inspiration.